Russell Westbrook turned 32 on Thursday. The team that currently employs him, the Houston Rockets, wished him a happy birthday on social media. It remains to be seen, though, whether the Rockets will give the NBA's Jeff's favorite player, 2016 Most Valuable Player, what he reportedly wants most for his birthday, and that is to leave Houston. After firing Mike D'Antoni and the hiring of Stephen Silas, the Rockets are in a state of turmoil. Fellas, does Houston have a problem?
Yeah, and it's more than Russell Westbrook. I just don't understand. Is it like Jay said? Is it James Harden? And that's hard for me to say because that's my guy. I don't understand it.
The reason why I think the Clippers do want Russ is because they need a third guy that could be a second guy, because their second guy sometimes isn't there mentally to be the second guy. One thing you can say about Russ, no matter if you're up 20 or down 20, Russ is going to play no matter what. So no matter how you feel about him, no matter what you think about him, up 20 or down 20, Russ is still playing like a 0-0 in his check box. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him that much. He's a long way from the MVP. He's closer to he's at 32 right now. The athleticism may not be what it once was, especially coming back from that injury. I don't know. Houston either needs to press a hard reset or double down and do it again this year, because you're not going to get much back for Russ for what his contract is going to, what you would want back for that contract. And if you trade Russ, you might as well trade James as well, because what's the point? And I don't think you're going to do both of those and then expect your fans to show up to the game. So you kind of had to catch 22. Either you blow it all up or you just double down and play this year.
Yeah, Houston has a problem because of what they're going to do, like Jeff kind of mentioned. They're going to get rid of Harden and they're going to get rid of Westbrook. So they're going to rebuild. Fans are not going to like it because they're going to see, we're getting rid of James Harden, and all they see is what he does in the regular season. They're not going to look at the bigger picture, how they are blowing it up to rebuild and start over. Because at this point, they have to start over. The thing they tried to do with going small and get rid of Capella, it didn't work. They brought in Russ. It didn't work like they thought it was. Was that because of injuries? Maybe it was. But it didn't work. So they're going to blow it up, and it's going to look bad initially, but you got to start over. You got to start from scratch, and we know what scratch is.
This is very, very, very similar to a conversation we had last year. Very, 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 very similar. I remember sitting on this and was like, yo, dang, man, Chris Paul don't look like himself. You know, we've seen the best of Chris Paul. Dang, man, Chris Paul's done. The year before that, it was, dang, man, Melo done, man. Shit's crazy, man. You know they're about to do this to Russell Westbrook the exact same way. This isn't all on Russell Westbrook. This is 100% James Harden. And you know what James Harden came out and said literally 2 hours ago? I'm not going anywhere. I'm committed to staying with the Houston Rockets. I did not demand a trade. They're about to trade Russell Westbrook for Paul George. Straight up. That is going to be the trade. And then you'll see Russell Westbrook playing with the Clippers, and he's gonna be like, man, this is 2017 Russell Westbrook. He's a vegetarian now. Hell, I ain't got shit to do with that. It's James Harden. You get with him, your career is done, man. Done. Westbrook's 32 years old. He's fine. He can still play basketball. You know what he can't do? He can't play basketball with James Harden, man. And that is just 2 back-to-back seasons with trade demands. So, and Jeff is 100% correct. His trade value is at its lowest. You know who else's trade value is at its lowest? Chris Paul. You know who else's trade value is at its lowest? Carmelo Anthony. It's James Harden. And soon the Rockets will figure that out and see that they wasted all their money with a shit player, for sure.